Welcome back to Maniacal Reader. Today I'm doing my reading goals check-in video. I figured since it's the end of August and around the midpoint of the year that I would just do a goals check-in video just so you guys know how I'm doing with my reading goals so far this year. Well, I would say so far I'm not doing so well, which is why I've made some changes to my reading goals. You may remember at the beginning of the year that I originally created 12 reading goals for myself, but since then I've removed 5 goals from that list. So I now have 7 goals, 3 of which I've already completed. I've finished reading the Addicted series, I've read the Throne of Glass series, and I've also read all of Colleen Hoover's books, not including her most recent release. Here are the goals that I've kept from the original list. I still want to read the Divergent Trilogy by Veronica Roth. This trilogy is so popular. Nearly everyone I know on BookTube has read this book. Most people find the end of the Divergent Trilogy very disappointing, almost to the point of getting rid of the Divergent Trilogy altogether. Since there's so much heated discussion around this trilogy, I definitely still want to get to it this year. Next up, I would still like to read the Legend Trilogy by Marie Lu. This is another YA sci-fi dystopian trilogy. Nearly everyone on BookTube that I know has read this trilogy and has loved it, so I definitely still want to get to this one. The next book that I still want to read this year is The Program Duology by Suzanne Young. I've heard a lot of mixed things about this duology on BookTube. Some people really love it because of the romance, and others don't like it very much. Suicide has become an epidemic. The main character, Sloane, knows better not to cry in front of everyone. Sloane's parents have already lost one child, and the depression is already starting to set in. In order to cure people of depression, people are recruited to participate in this treatment called the program. Once people return from the program, their depression is gone, but also are all of their memories. Sloane realizes that the only person she can be herself with is James. Now the program is out to get them both, but James promises to keep them both safe and out of treatment. This sounds like another interesting dystopian book. I've heard mixed things about this duology on BookTube, but I'm curious to see how I feel about it, so I still want to read it this year. The final book that I still have on my reading goals list is the Under the Never Sky Trilogy by Veronica Rossi. I've heard great things about this trilogy. Most people on BookTube really love it. It's a mix of sci-fi and fantasy, and I think in this book, people live under the dome, but the main character is sick of living underneath this dome, so she is eager to explore the world outside of the dome, and interesting things happen to her when she tries to do this. I also know that there's a romance in this book between the main character and a love interest, so I'm looking forward to that. I love romance. Those are all of the books that I still want to read this year. If you want to know more about my original 2016 reading goals that I made, I'll put a link to that video down below. I also know that I haven't used my TBR jar a lot this year, but I still may use it if my mood strikes me, or if I don't have any idea of what I want to read. So this TBR jar is still in play, in addition to my goals. Comment down below and tell me, has your reading goals list changed since you made your original list? Are there books that you are still interested in reading? Or has your entire list changed? I'd love to know how your progress is going. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!